Hello and welcome to today's Vlogmas video. My name is Anniken and normally I'm in the southwest of England, but today I'm in Norway, or at the moment I'm in Norway I should say. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Welcome if you're a new viewer and welcome if you're a returning viewer. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. So today I'm going to show you what's notions and knitting needles and that kind of stuff I brought with me on holiday. A few days ago I shared with you the knitting projects and yarn that I brought with me and what I'm planning to knit while I'm here in Norway. What I'm hoping to knit while I'm here in Norway. So I thought today I would show you what knitting needles and notions I brought with me and how I pack it. When you travel by plane, you obviously have to be aware of luggage, especially these days. Bringing luggage these days on a plane is not that easy. A lot of people travel with hand luggage only, and I did have a checked bag this time, plus my hand luggage bag. But going back home in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks time, I'm going to share that checked suitcase with my husband. So I couldn't fill that suitcase up. So I had to pack clever and think about the stuff I brought with me. So I will share my notions with you and I hope you enjoyed this video. So the other day I shared with you what yarn and knitting projects I brought with me. So today I thought I would share the notions I brought with me. Hang on, let me just move my leg up on the bed so I can rest my arm on it, otherwise Mom's going to kill me. So I thought I would share what kind of notions I brought with me on this holiday. So this is my standard notions case. I really like it because it is quite small and it fits in my bag quite easily. That needle gauge is from Sandnesgarn, which is a Norwegian yarn company. So I guess I must have bought that at some point when I was in Norway. But it fits into here quite nicely. So let's have a look and see what's inside here. So this is how it comes. I bought it from I think it was from YarnAddict shop. I don't know whether they still sell it or not, but it's really useful. I bought a couple, and the first one I managed to drop too many times and it broke. So here I got my favorite bulb stitch markers. I use those a lot. They're really useful. If you drop a stitch, you can just slip on these through and it'll secure your stitch. If you want to use it as a progress marker, so if you feel like you're not making any progress, you can put one of these in and then knit. And then, you know, by the end of the day, you can see how far you've knitted. You can use it to mark pattern repeats, use it to mark increases or decreases. So I find those really useful. I use those a lot. And then we got some nylon cord, which I use as a waist yarn for heels. So when I knit afterthought heel, I like to use that nylon cord. You don't have to use nylon cord. You can just use a piece of spare waist yarn, but I like it in nylon cord because it's just easy and it's quite visible. Less I'm knitting with yellow. Then I got my regular round stitch markers. So I really like these ones from, let me see if I can grab one. These little tiny ones from Cocoa Knits. They come in loads of different colours, but then I got some bigger ones as well, beaded ones. So I prefer fairly plain round stitch markers. I do have some fancy ones as well, but I tend to use these most. And then here I've got some other random stitch markers. So we got some progress markers. I got 3 yarn ball ones and an owl. I also got a dog. Then we got another dog here. And then I got one of these essential stitch markers. They have these are from Orchidea Luxury Yarns. They have lava stone, so you can actually put essential oils on that. Plastic bulb marker or padlock marker. Some of these heart ones. So these are bigger markers. So these I tend to mainly use when I'm knitting using like 5mm needles or thicker, which is very rare. So I don't use those that often. Right, that was that. So that's everything that's in there. Oh no, it's not. I didn't show you the main room. So the thing I don't like about this one is that I can't fit my tape measure and my row counter in here. But other than that, I can fit most of the stuff I need in here. Small scissors. I've got several pair of sewing needles in here. These thick ones and some thinner ones. This is a row counter, which I can't remember how to use. I've got a tiny crochet hook in here. What else have I got? Got my end stoppers those are for the licking needles. And I got one for Chow Goo, that white one. Got a cute owl needle gauge. And a few other bits and pieces in there. So I like this one because it fits quite easily in my bag when I travel and things. Right, I need to sort that out before I close it. And then I've also got this one, which lives in my handbag. This one lives in my handbag at home as well. So I've got tape measure, stitch markers. I got bulb markers in here and those round stitch markers. I got a nylon cord for afterthought heels. I got some sewing needles and a crochet hook in there. This one normally lives in my handbag whether I'm on holiday or at home. And then I've got this case. This is just a see-through mesh zip case from Kiko. Really like this one because I can see what's in it. So I don't take my whole needle set when I go on holiday because it's too much. I watched a YouTube video, Vlogmas video this week. Somebody who was going on a driving holiday in the US, and she did bring her whole needle collection. Now when you're flying, especially when you're flying, I mean I did have checked suitcase this time, but quite often I only fly with hand luggage and you can't bring that much. So I got I decided to try and guess which needle tips I would need. So I brought needle tips that were in the projects I brought with me, plus some spare ones. And then I thought about the other projects I might want to nip while I'm here, and I brought the appropriate needle tips. And there's a spare cable here. I do also have, what do I have? I have one cable, Chow Goo cable, in use, and I have another cable as well in use at the moment. So I've got 3 Chow Goo cables in total in different lengths. And then I got a Licky needles. These are interchangeable ones as well. These are 4mm ones, and then I got some 3.5mm tips and another cable which is also in use on another project. Doing some swatching at the moment, so I'm using it for that. Then I got a row canter. I got one in my Lavinia poncho that I'm knitting, and one which I'm using for some swatching, and then I brought a spare row canter because I use those a lot, tape measure, and a tiny scale. So I've got 2 of these, but the other one's broke and the backing is fallen off. I can't get it out of this case, but it's a tiny scale so I can measure like small amounts of yarn. So if I want to know how much one repeat is used, for example, I can use this to measure that fairly accurately. So I really like that. And that is all I brought with me in terms of notions. So not very much. It's all quite compact. And that's basically, apart from my big knitting needle kit, these are all the notions I use at home most of the time. Apart from all my spare row canters. I do have a lot of row canters lying around. Thank you very much for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you normally take with you on holiday. So leave me a comment below. Do you take everything including the kitchen sink, or do you just take the bare minimum like I did? I think I'm pretty much stuck to the bare minimum there. There is 2 local yarn shops, so if I need more knitting needles or anything else, I'm sure I can find it there. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.